Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 12 of my Your Turn to Die Let's Play. In the last episode, as is the case for this game, you have a little bit of hope and then just have it ripped away, as we thought we had found a secret escape, but that didn't end up working out for us, and we are thrust into the second main game. So was being surprisingly decent in the last episode, like he actually seemed to genuinely want to work together with everybody. He started kind of acting like his usual dickish self during the beginning of this main game, but I feel like there's a purpose to it. So we're going to get back into it. We're going to see maybe, can I actually trust So? Is he a decent person? Who will die? I don't know. Maybe we'll find on this episode. Depends on how long the rest of the main game is. But without further ado, let's get back into it and see what happens next. Okay, so I'm jumping right in and I don't remember what we're talking about, so we might as well talk to everybody. Alright, your friendly policeman stayed in the lobby for a little while. After we were done looking at it, Kanna went to deliver the laptop to So. When we shared the laptop, there were 6 of us in the lobby. Me, So, Kanna, Sara, Keiji, and Reiko. I wasn't feeling well and ran to the bathroom. I talked with Miss Now on the way back. After Sara suddenly took off running, we stayed and looked at the laptop, but there wasn't much else. I talked with So about our plan to hack the fake Professor Mishima. Okay, I was searching the pitch black first floor. Okay, I do want to talk to Gin, because, I mean, we don't really know what happened to him when he was on the first floor, but there's the whole thing with So and Now, so maybe let's see if we can do something with that. Specifically, we talked about our hacking plan. Kanna came to deliver the laptop during our chat. I thought about having Kanna join the plan, but she promptly went off somewhere. That's my alibi, pretty much. Pretty amazing it can knock out Q-taro. Stun guns are dangerous stuff. That statement just now. Oh. How did he... Okay, maybe I'll present the stun gun? Would he have known about the stun gun? Is that information he shouldn't know about? I think it's because the plan went well that our escape plan could progress. So was really dependable then, and yet... Okay, let's try... Okay, it's dangerous, so Gin and I took it in secret, so I guess, like, why would So know about it? Alright, well, that was easy enough. You know the weapon used well, So. Huh? I quietly took the stun gun from the scene. So only Gin and I knew that Q-taro was attacked with a stun gun. The only other person who could know is the culprit. So that settles it. It was you who used the stun gun to knock Q-taro out, damn it. So, I give... You found me out so easily. Haha. So. Sorry, I didn't want anyone getting in the way of the hacking plan we were preparing. When he suddenly entered the room, I went and used it without even thinking. The question is, where did he get it in the first place? Where'd you find a dangerous thing like that, Meow? Can't seem to recall. Meow? Something feels off. You'd really have to be at your wit's end to use a single-use stun gun. Was there something more going on between Q-taro and So? That's enough. Just knowing who the culprit is enough. That can't... Might be pointless to push any further. So's got no intention of explaining himself. For now, we should spare time for someone else. If we're going to suspect each other, we have to do it now while we have time, huh? Even if it's hard to say, we have to say it. You mean doubting so we can trust, Meow? That's right. Be brave and talk, everybody. Let's discuss if there's anyone besides So who's acted suspicious. I mean, So we can just always assume he's suspicious, so, like, yeah. Come to think of it, I was wondering about how Now spent most of the first half in the Room of Lies. There's this video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Oh, Keiji. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video, Meow. Pretty curious about Gin's actions myself. Why did he know how to get to the first floor? Yeah, definitely. Let's talk to Gin first. Right, extract. There was a guy with glasses, and something like an axe swung at his head. Then he said Big Sis Sara's name. Oh, that's right, yeah. It can't be. That video? I guess the next suspicious person is me. What a twist! Of course, I don't suspect you or anything, Meow. I got scared and left the room right away, but I'm sure that was a victim video, Meow. Actually, this video, when I first watched it, I was too scared to look. So I used the fake Professor Mishima's monitor to play it again. What sort of video was this? Well, it's possible it was just faked, right? So I don't want to say anything irresponsible. I won't know unless you tell me. Well, look, it's that video I watched with you before, Sara. A video I saw with her. Okay, can I present that maybe to Keiji or to Now? Him noticing a secret door just by searching the room of rubble had me tilting my head a bit. You need a better nose than a police dog to do that. If Gin had the sense of smell of both a dog and a cat, then... Just as a reminder, Gin's a human. Okay, so maybe... do I have that? Okay, I do have the victim video, so I guess let's present that to Now? Yeah. Alright, so far so good. Pretty easy. Waiting for it to get a little tougher later. Now you're talking about this victim video, aren't you? Oh, the one I dropped. Yes, that's exactly right. There was a woman tied up by chains, and this terrifying device started up. And just like that, the woman died. And there was a man in front laughing. From behind, he... Alright, let's talk about this, Keiji. We want to talk about suspicious people. He looked like the policeman. To me, it looked like he left the woman to die. Huh, a shocking story that So probably somehow knows about because he seems to know everything. But it could always be a forgery. Then why don't we ask? Keiji, is that video real, or do you deny it? I'm doubting you so we can believe you. Oh boy, protect Keiji or say nothing. I want to hear this too. I want to hear this too. I want to know the truth of that video too. Miss Sara, it's looking like it'll be faster if you press the issue. Eh? I'm sure even Keiji will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sara. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden so long. I'm counting on you. Oh boy, expose Keiji by my own hand? Oh boy, here we go. Alright, I didn't want to fight you, Sara, but, well... I can't let him mislead me. I'll choose words I can refute and talk back. Let's discuss the victim video now, Saw. How about... Alright, the first videos show the first trials, isn't that... The sacrifice videos show the first trials, isn't that right? Mr. Policeman's first trial, well, everyone knows it. Hard to believe I'd show up in some... I'll say the first one? No, I wonder about that. What other ideas you got? Right now, I can't think of anything, damn it. Then on to the next subject. That was a failure, of course. Alright, was our scaredy cat now able to look right at the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fear. It happens. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she could have made a mistake. I'll say... She saw it alone? Unfortunately, I also watched it with her once, in the monitor room. There's no mistake, Keiji. So I see. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Can't really make a great call from a backside view. It's no good to suspect people over dubious information. Boy, Did we say anything about being a backside view? I think we did, but I'll try that one. Damn it, that probably isn't right. I can identify you even from behind. Your golden hair, no one can imitate it. No, that's a really weak argument. Pretty sure all our enemy need is a wig to imitate it, actually. In fact, they've even got doll fakes. How can you prove it was the real me? Alright, like what Q-taro said, couldn't it be some sort of fake movie? Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. Should be no difference between the two, after all. I'll say the third one. There isn't zero difference between them. The security camera footage had no sound. I admit it's weak evidence, but you can't talk about them like they're identical. Whew, makes some sense. Okie dokie, I'll admit that. There's no relation between the woman and me, is there? Seems there is one whenever you do the first trial as a pair. Friends, sisters, student, teacher, any sort of connection. Oh boy. Oh boy, which one should I do? I'm gonna say she looked like a policewoman, so I'll say there's the one about no relation. Yeah, about that. The woman in the video was wearing a police uniform. You're a policeman too, Keiji. Is this just a coincidence? I give wahaha. Alright, that one didn't go as smoothly, but... I give up. I can't beat you, Sara. Please, tell us everything, Keiji. The video is real. The victim video that now saw. And it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. She's on the list, isn't she? She's gotta be. She was my boss ever since I joined the force. Oh my gosh! Look at him with his not blonde hair. I'm Keiji Shinogi. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I'm Megumi Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. Well, well, pretty impressive for your age, Shinogi. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a little too serious. Even if you have stamina, you have to think about how to spend it, or it won't last. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megumi. Why would you, serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. But then came the day of my nightmares. I shot a person. The criminal in a certain case. Miss Megumi. What? Why am I not being punished? I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megumi, I heard you made a backroom deal. So what? Get back to your duty. You're police. She's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of debt. Left her to die? No, But I killed her, Megumi. Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself, meow. Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman's not a policeman anymore. Keiji. I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual we've had lurking in our midst. If you vote for me, I won't complain. No. Everyone. Speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide who you'll vote for and which four should enter the final vote. Meow? No way. That was way too quick. I was thinking that myself. I'm like, I know I've, put this across 2 episodes, but it still feels like I haven't done that much of the main game yet. Well, you need time to work out the card traits this time, you see. Precisely. Choosing a victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. Arg. What do we do? I don't want to suspect, but Q-taro, Keiji, you 3 are pretty sketchy. Hold up. Don't we need one more person, though? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, it'll make our choices that much merit. I'm waiting for him to be like Kanna, because he always just seems to throw Kanna under the bus. We gotta suspect someone again, Wolf? Sniffle. Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out for the final vote, meow. I'm surprised that nobody's voting for me considering my name keeps popping up during this whole thing. Oh, I'll say a good idea, I guess? That's a good idea, Gin. Really, Wolf? If you aren't chosen in the preliminary vote and are dropped out, because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. That might be one of our greatest allies. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you. Got it, Wolf. Let's talk about who we want to leave out, meow. Gin's gonna say me, because he loves me. Yep, I think Big Sis Sara should be left out, meow, because she's super dependable for reasoning, Wolf. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Q-taro. How about we leave out Gin, since he doesn't have any tokens? We shouldn't be selecting Gin or Kanna. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. So should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was the sacrifice to start? I have to say, I'd be glad if Sara was left out. Right. For leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sara too. Oh boy, alright, alright. Let's say first. Oh, there's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Q-taro with all his tokens was involved in at least one trade. And him giving his tokens to So, that subject could really influence the discussion. We should leave him out to extract info. My reason, because you're the one I want to live most. No matter what. Okay, why is Kanna taking such a shine to me, I wonder? I mean, I know she kind of, like, thought of me as her sister, like, she called me sister a couple of times, but, like, is that really it? I feel like So has put her up to something. I ain't trying to look like a good person. I just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, we're gonna turn into demons. If it's gonna come to that, then pick me, Sara. Alright, because you're cute. Hey, that's Keiji's line. What did you think I was gonna say? Ugh. When our escape failed, I looked at you and had a thought. She's acting kinda strange. You had this desperate look, as if you had the sacrifice. And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sara. Alright, it's because So's the sacrifice he's saying such rotten shit. If he spouts suspicious stuff and loses our trust, he can get us to vote for him. Leave him out and his heart should calm down. But I wonder if just leaving him out will make him say what he's really thinking. Never. For an ally, he's a real pain, huh? Truer words have never been spoken. Just listen. The best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have the sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But Gin has 0 tokens. If Gin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. And so there's a high chance he's the sacrifice? I like how I tried to click on Kai. What am I thinking? Also, I swore to protect Big Sis Sara, meow. Gin, I believe in you, meow. Okay. Oh, boy. I don't know what to get from this item, maybe? Conflict? Well, let me extract really quick again. Oh, shit. Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, Q-taro. Oh, Q-taro, you made the trade. That makes sense because you've got all the tokens. Okay, alright, there we go. There we go. I totally forgot about the face thing. I gotta remember that. I'm guessing with each of the main games, they're gonna add new things to it, so I've gotta just remember that. Q-taro, is something the matter? There being a trade just before the main game. Is that true? Oh, he was passed out, wasn't he? Huh? I'll say it's true. Yes, it's true. Which means, yeah, just maybe. I figured out who's got the sacrifice. Meow? What? How could you possibly know that from what we just... Q-taro. I know. Everybody, listen up. I'm the Keymaster. Eh? Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's with this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You would say that, huh, Sara? Huh? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster from you. What? Does he mean... The sacrifice card you got sent was mine, Sara. It's Q-taro who sent me the sacrifice? And you've still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. Q-taro's making a false accusation here. Stay calm. What do I do? Oh boy. Let's say make use of this, whatever that means. You really think I'm the sacrifice? Yeah. Then just leave me out of the vote. Don't be misled, guys. The sacrifice gets 2 votes. If she puts those 2 votes towards herself, she's getting selected. In other words, if I'm not selected, that will be proof. Either way, nobody vote for Miss Sara, and we'll have proof. I would like that, but it's about time we proceed with the vote. Please wait, can we decide on such an important vote with so much still unclear? Oh, we just can't sort it out in such a short time. God, what should we do? The victim's gotta be one of the ones we nominate, remember? We really should discuss some more. You sure don't know when to give up. Time is up. Please select the 4 who will remain for the final vote. Enter your votes, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I mean, going by that information, considering that So said that he could hack into... he could change the things because he didn't have enough tokens to do it. Q-taro was passed out at the time. I had his tablet, if I remember correctly. So there's no way he could have done the vote after the first one. And then when he got hit with the stun gun, he was passed out the whole time. I can't access his tablet, but I still have it. Okay, so assuming that So is the sacrifice, if he does have the sacrifice, we don't want to vote for him. I guess Q-taro. Right, with the sacrifice, he has to be the one being voted for. With the Keymaster, so I guess I'll vote for Q-taro. I mean, I don't think it really matters at the end of the day. The people who are going to be, you know, the victims, they're just going to be pre-chosen regardless of what I pick. Oh wow, I'm the only one who voted for Q-taro. Oh wow, surprising. The first vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these 4? Sara, it's just like I said. I'm not the sacrifice. I'm a commoner. I thought he was going to call out, like, you voted for me? I'm like, damn, the game, like, is going to call me out on that if I did? 4 will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori. Kanna Kizuichi. Keiji Shinogi. Now, Igokoro. Why me? I'm wondering that too. I'm surprised about Kanna now. Sniff. This isn't right. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this. Which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Keiji did for me in the first main game. Let's give a pep talk, I guess. Lift your heads up. We've always done what we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But, Kanna, we're not your enemies. Even if someone is the sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk and we advance the discussion. Sara. Right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone. Guess those of us weren't picked should start. Incidentally, my role's commoner. Got that? Muscle Gorilla, it's not the time to shrivel up, meow. Let's remember the card trades in order, woof. Yeah. Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now we're going to proceed along, digging into the details of the trades. Oh boy, I feel like this is going to get confusing. Big Sis Reiko, got it, meow. Before, that was the easy stuff. This is going to be the hard stuff. Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, woof. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades. Alright. Once again, save first. Oh right, I gotta extract. Alright, 4 trades made in total, that ain't that many. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Yeah, same. Glad we got given more time to sort it out. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people can make trades. Token rankings had Q-taro in first and Gin in last, if I heard right. Me, you, and Now are near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough tokens to trade cards. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Woof. Didn't get traded with even once, Meow. My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card, Meow. Well, my roll didn't change up to the very end, Woof. I made it through all 5 trades, Meow. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Q-taro said, oh, that's right. Yeah, because he was, he would have been passed out for it, right? So he doesn't know how many trades there were. Okay, there we go. That's easy. Put these 2 in conflict. Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong, Meow. What? There were 5 trades, Woof. 5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game. Oh, I get it. You misunderstood, Q-taro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense. That's our line, Meow. Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation. Ah, well, that's on us. Hey, Q-taro, when was it that you passed Sara the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have the sacrifice from the start? Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trades. What? I don't have a clue, Woof. Why's that, Meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, to convince me to trust him. For real? Who did you trade with? I gave Sara the Keymaster. Eh? Then what card did Sara start with? I have no reason to lie, but yeah, I'll be honest. At first, I was a commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner, Meow? And I deepened our trust doing it. So it's like, what is this trust you speak of? Let's do a little sort out. Alright, in the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sara's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Okay, so it would have been... So Q-taro started off with Commoner, and then he traded the sacrifice to me, so that would have been someone sacrificed Q-taro's Commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Q-taro's Commoner. And in the third trade, Sara's Keymaster and Q-taro's sacrifice were swapped. Yep, that's what it would mean. Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, Meow. We're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade. Irk. Alright, let's get some more answers here. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, Meow, so I want to know the situation, Woof. The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. These trades, I better keep them sorted out in my head too. Yeah, maybe I should write things down? Oh, you can now sort out the details of the trades. Oh, that is so great. I love this. Okay, let's get this all straight. The top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everybody had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is after the 5th trade. In other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, it's all guesswork exactly. It's assuming people are telling the truth. I'll rework it if any new information comes up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's do some extracting. Q-taro, why aren't you talking? The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. I was worried because you were acting strange, Sara. Okay, so that's when... Yeah, that's when I got the sacrifice. To think you'd been traded the sacrifice. Damn, Q-taro, you gonna make that trade on the spot and then act all innocent? Huh? Something strange here. Okay. Alright, at the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, Meow. I was off doing all this stuff by myself, Woof. I wanted to see the laptop, Meow. What stuff did you do exactly? It's not relevant right now, Woof. Do I have an item? Wait a minute, I just realized I'm a dum-dum. If I thought that Q-taro was the Keymaster, Why would I vote? Oh my god, he's the person I shouldn't have voted for if I thought he was the keymaster. I really gotta remember these rules about how this is. Okay. So there was a thing... Said something about Reiko said something weird. Oh, there we go, Q-taro. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because like when she said something, she was like, oh, that's weird. Okay. Why won't you deny it, Q-taro? What? I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Okay, oh no, one of these. Great. Alright, time to lose some clout. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. I definitely lost that one. Oh, please say something, Q-taro. Damn it. Q-taro. Oh god, this is where I'm gonna lose all my clout. That one's really tough. That's tough. Okay, let's try it again. I think I might have to save because like I feel like I'm gonna start losing a lot of clout just by trying to do these heart things. The thing is, Q-taro couldn't have made the trade. It would have been So, because he said he ran off to the bathroom. He's like, oh, I feel sick. The only person who could have made that trade would have been So. Right? So it's like he's hiding. He must have known So did it, but he's not saying anything. It's a weird thing. It's like he's working with So and he won't, like, rat him out. There's got to be a reason for it. Alright. Oh my god. I'm doing worse, I'm doing worse. Damn it. Oh, this is terrible. I hate this minigame. It's like with Danganronpa, where it's just like I really enjoy the main, like, process of the game and the trials and everything, but the mini games kill it for me sometimes. And I fully admit it's because I'm terrible at them. Did I get it? Okay. Sure, I feel like I did just as badly as I did all the other times. Can I please get some clout back? Please? Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it out. Spit it all out, Q-taro. I meant to cooperate with Sara, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sara. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop. So wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sara's keymaster. Don't know a thing about that. Wait a second. He chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that? Yeah, this is interesting and makes things more complicated. It must be possible, huh? It's like nobody even thinks about it. They think about just trading their own thing. But you obviously have to know what the 2 people have or else you're just doing a blind trade. So you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Ha, such a deeply suspicious individual, Keiji. Well, you're a deeply suspicious person, so can you blame him? Oh, okay. Oh, we gotta do this again. Alright. Alright, the discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements these 2 give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Alright, so yeah, Q-taro couldn't do the... Yep. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? Sheesh, just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Alright, did he learn about Q-taro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a little peek to do that? I mean, he did say about the hacking, like, he knew to... I'll say the hacking thing, because, like, he knew... He said something at the end about hacking in the last episode, right? So I'll affirm that. Exactly. What terrifying guile. I didn't do anything like that. You have proof? Now that you mention it, I'm at a loss. Damn it. That was wrong. Oh, right. I have to, I guess we'll try affirming So's then? Oh, okay. Precisely. You saw it directly. Q-taro's intent was to negotiate with So. And as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sara. How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Alright, Q-taro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Huh? Were you watching or what? I think I remember that him being outside his door. That could have happened. Even So's already recognized that fact. Ah, that's right. How did So react to Q-taro's proposition? Alright, he must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Q-taro in. I'll deny the room thing. I mean... Or affirm? I'll deny it. No, I'm sure So was on guard. Q-taro had taken the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't let him into the room, no questions asked. Then did they make the deal through the door? How amusing. I just thought of a way. Q-taro slipped the tablet under the door. Wouldn't he consider I might betray him? Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. He could have unlocked the tablet and slid it under and been like, here's proof. So let's affirm that. That's it exactly. That's what Q-taro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Q-taro who could best him using force. So Q-taro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens and the Sara folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kanna were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Q-taro through the door. Want to make a deal, he said? I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info, just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sara, you saw that 1F security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. Yeah, we gotta get into this now about how this all happened, why he had the cards, why he was the one putting them out. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell ya. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Then it's true. You set up the cards? Yeah, of course, I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. All the more reason he blames himself. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card, I just placed it random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back, one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. Oh, 100 meow? No shit, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. Oh, do I have to decide like, oh boy, here we go. How cunning, pretending to risk your life but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first, and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sara, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the third trade? Ha! I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Eh? The fourth trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sara? What are you talking about? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I'll say, well, it's true, I didn't have tokens. I didn't even have enough tokens. I couldn't do any trades. No tokens? That's hard to believe. Quiet loner, I was with Big Sis Sara. Ugh. Quiet loner, I was with Big Sis Sara for the 4th trade, woof. So was I. Sara didn't do any trade then. Oh, thank goodness for alibis, but so it'd be like, oh, you two are just defending her. Well, it must have been an ally who did that for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sara, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The two of them were accomplices. Ahem? Miss Sara and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game, by way of said sacrifice. Oh, he's saying he's chosen the sacrifice, and then he's gonna pick Sara as the person to escape with. They schemed to escape by working together, and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sara and Keiji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have trade. Then the sacrifice is Keiji? Oh man, I don't know if So really believes this, or is he's just guiding the conversation along. That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Keiji is the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps? I'm the sage? Yep, so it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time. Wait a second. At the start you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. That might as well be So's catchphrase. Yeah, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Huh, I see. I guess choosing anyone but Keiji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kanna, since she's the least valuable. And I said that. I knew he was gonna throw her under the bus. So, enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I've long since used all my tokens. Ha, and you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the keymaster. Huh? What are you saying? The keymaster is Q-taro, though. Looks like we got him good. What? My real role is Sage. Q-taro is the Sage? What is happening? It's like everybody knew except So and me were both like, what? Ridiculous. That's impossible. It's possible, alright, and as the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji's without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true. That's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sara I teamed up with. It was Q-taro. Man, Keiji, that hurts, man. I thought we were close, even though I suspect you, like, all the time. Let's tell the truth of the 4th trade, shall we? A trade between Mr. Policeman and Q-taro. So Q-taro... Wait, what? They're gonna have to explain this, because I thought he was passed out for this. Yes, let's hear this, please. First, when So betrayed me with sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Q-taro that we team up. And so in the 4th trade, Keiji and Q-taro's cards got traded? That 4th trade sure ended up punishing the loner now, meow. Hold on, Q-taro, weren't you passed out during the 4th trade? Yeah, that's what I want to know too, but save. Alright, that said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Q-taro and we thought things over. In the 4th trade, I traded my card with Q-taro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did that trade myself when Q-taro was passed out. Seems Q-taro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Q-taro's Keymaster. Alright, seeing you acting funny, Sara, I was convinced the sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what So was thinking after all. And so I trusted Keiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? Oh boy, now am I gonna have to do some math now and think about, like, the possibility if they're telling the truth? I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but, is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. Alright, I'm getting confused. Yeah, same, Reiko. That was very astute information, thank you. Alright, I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner, woof. Huh? Before, Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the 4th trade, meow. Then he couldn't have traded, woof. Alright, so that seems like important information. Did I say something strange? Alright, sure enough, seems like I got knocked out and taken out in advance. Okay, so I'm trying to think when... Okay, so he said he missed the 4th and... Wait a minute, hold up. How could he have made the trade, though? I've got the tablet. I'm a little confused about that, and then there's also the whole thing about the token issue. Okay, let's try conflicting. We'll say that one. And then Q-taro said the thing about... Okay, so he said that. Let's try contrasting these two things, maybe? Oh, there we go. You gave him all your tokens, meow. Sure did, and seems like that landed way outside So's ballpark. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Q-taro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh, so you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. We were able to extract new statement from So. I just have to keep going. Alright, seeing through to who the Keymaster is... Okay, that... so everybody else, I guess, is just gonna say the same thing? Okay, maybe let's conflict... Maybe... these two? Alright, there we go. The power of that card. You don't mean... Yeah, the sage's clairvoyance, of course. The sage could use clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it. Alright. Wahaha, unraveled all the mysteries now. This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Q-taro's Keymaster. Then I made the 4th trade to swap Q-taro's Keymaster and my sage. And now, there isn't even a need to discuss the 5th trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier? You confessed. I'm a commoner. Oh my goodness. Any other questions? He played him so well. Oh, except Keiji, man. Is he lying about something? No, there's something odd about Keiji Star. Oh man, don't tell me. He's been playing all of us? It'll become clear if I look back at the trades so far. Yeah, so when did he get the Sage? Okay, so first, so he was Keymaster, and he traded it for my Commoner, and then the second trade, I'll have to look into this, so at some point he's saying he got the Sage card. Alright, the card I had at first was Commoner, Keiji's was the Keymaster. And in the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me, and my Commoner to Keiji. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Q-taro, and his Commoner went to someone else. So they're talking, they're saying at some point, Keiji got the Sage? Next, the third trade. Yeah, that never happened. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Q-taro the Keymaster. And the fourth trade. The Keymaster went to Keiji, and the Sage to Q-taro. And the part that's strange, yeah, we'll say the Sage card. That's right, the Sage is out of place. Keiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the Sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean... Oh boy, so Keiji's first card wasn't... Well, we know that's not true because he did that trade with us. So he's lying about having the Sage now. Wait, what? Because Keiji was able to see that Q-taro had the Keymaster. So it's true he had the sage. But the trades don't make sense like this. That must mean... Oh, Keiji's first card wasn't Keymaster. Keiji's first card about being the Keymaster, that was a lie. What? Whoa. Keiji had the sage from the beginning. And so his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster. Oh, derp, right. That's right. Because you don't necessarily have to trade your own card. So he traded whoever's the Keymaster and he okay, I see now. Which is why in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. Keiji, you son of a bitch, you got me. You got me. But if he did that, the irony of the fact that he was trying to do that to instill trust in me when he was lying from the beginning. Hasn't he been lying to me the whole time? Damn, did not see that coming. Are you really going to vote for So? Now? Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. You know, I gotta say, Now's got good perceptive abilities on that. Like, she picks up on that stuff. She was the reason, too, in the, that game, where we were on that tower, where she's like, hold on, let's check this rope first. And then it turned out to just snap. So, whenever Now says something's not right, I choose to believe her. Don't be stupid. You're a candidate now. The discussion leads to you getting picked. I'm afraid, too, but I just got a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner and that Keiji is the Keymaster? Now, yep, something's definitely off. Keiji, oh boy, I'm so mad at him right now. I have to believe he's got a reason for doing this, but you're exactly right. There are still mysteries remaining. In the 5th trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, Meow, this 5th trade. We should talk about it some, Woof. If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keiji? Digging up old conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, So. Damn, that's how it'll end. Oh my gosh. Looks like someone hates So more than I do. No. We can't do that, Keiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright, let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the 4 who are in the final vote. There's someone who moved Sara's sacrifice via the 5th trade. If Keiji's the Keymaster, So, Kanna, or Now should be the sacrifice, right? Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Woof? It's alright. So was convinced the whole time that Sara traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Kanna or Now, which one of them would have the sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keiji and Q-taro are lying. So, I actually, agree with you on this one. Alright, Kanna or Now, which one of them would have the sacrifice? It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So, and let's end this, Sara. Like, why? Why does he... I want to know what's his real reason. There's got to be a reason besides him just hating So. So was convinced the whole time Sara traded away the sacrifice. That's to say, So fell for Keiji's trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card. He didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked between... Oh, you mean like the tablet that I have on my person right now? So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. Has tablet, huh? Alright, well, I don't think we need to talk to anyone else. I'm pretty sure this is what we need to do. Q-taro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yep, take a look. It's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? Huh? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? I'd call that being off you, Meow. As I thought, that tablet Q-taro has now was a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Q-taro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? So took it, Q-taro sleepily discarded it. I think we're gonna go with So took it. It's because So took the tablet from Q-taro. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, Wolf. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Q-taro's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Q-taro had the sage and I had the keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Q-taro's sage power to also know I was the keymaster. So, has So just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not. I wonder if I'm acting right now. Or maybe I'm telling the truth. God damn it, So. I feel like that could easily be the title for every single episode of this game, is just God damn it, So. So. Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has the sacrifice. Gah, so as it stands, there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Kanna now either. Oh. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. So's an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis now, is there any real difference, Wolf? You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sara in the 5th trade. Alright. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. Oh. Okay, yeah, because Kanna would have had more tokens because now was on the bottom with me and Reiko. Okay, I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? Between Bucket Girl and Big Sis now, is there any real difference? All I can think of is tokens, meow. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis now only had a little. What do we even do now, meow? Meow. Tokens. Alright, thank you game for telling me exactly what to do. Alright, so do that with Keiji's thing. Like Gin said, now hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sara. Then is now the one with the least likelihood? Wait, please. This isn't right. Big Sis now? Least likelihood? Are you going to kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion. You're right, we can't end this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sara, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get tokens from my stolen wallet from Alice's body. By stealing tokens from Alice's body. I knew you could do it. Big Sis now wouldn't do such a thing, meow. But it's true. When I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And here I've been saying, I'm learning not to underestimate now anymore. It's like she's a lot stronger of a person than I thought she was. Does that also mean that she could be more, what's the word I'm thinking of? I guess do whatever she has to do to survive. And now is closely inspecting the room of lies. Oh no. Nah, it just ain't now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us have gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. Ha! It all ends with a game of trust. And that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? Well, So was on the computer and he even said something about how he could, like, manipulate the card thing, right? Like, so that makes him the most suspicious that he could do whatever he wanted with the cards. As in, just before the main game started, Woof? Well, Q-taro was passed out, so we'll give him, like, the benefit of the doubt that he probably didn't have anything to do with anything. Ha! Hope you can find the sacrifice. Oh boy, here we go. We have to determine based on So, Kanna, and Now's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? Kanna wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Did anybody see what the three were doing? I was with Now on the stairs for most of the time. I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, meow. Alright, save first, because I feel like we are kind of coming to the end here. Alright, your friendly policeman was shoving aside rubble. I don't know a thing. Kanna wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Kanna, you gotta give me more than that. Yeah, Kanna, why aren't you speaking? Are you hiding something, Kanna? Eh? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you? I mean, I was looking for something I dropped. Something she dropped. Oh, we found something on the stairs. Was it a cell phone or something? There was something on the stairs that wasn't there before. Do I have it on me? Oh, I feel like there was something I saw on the stairs that wasn't there before. Oh, but I don't think I have the actual item to, like, see what it is. If only I hadn't passed out. Alright, there was also a ring-up box right in front of me. Aha, what do you think, Miss Sara? He's just begging me to say that he's the most suspicious. I can't take So's claim seriously. I eventually went to check the rubble-blocked exit. It was always the same hopeless situation, though. So I don't know what Now was doing in that time. The hope of escape had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sara, please, save me. I didn't see those three, Meow. Woof. Sorry, Woof. Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching? Meow? Yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs. Yes. There we go. There we go. And who's the one who has the phone? Kanna. Kanna had the phone with her sister's phone. Boom. What? But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape, Meow. Alright, conflict. Kanna was looking for something she dropped. There we go. Kanna, was it a smartphone you lost? How did you know? Sure enough. I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kanna's first trial room. Gin, tell me, where did you pick that up? It was a ways down the stairs, Meow. Sigh, sheesh. She might have just dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. I see, that's not it. Are you protecting Kanna? I'm gonna say, are you protecting her? Are you protecting Kanna, So? Me? Stick up for Kanna? Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kanna were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kanna dropped it while descending the stairs. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kanna? Because... Big Sis Sara, there's a message on this phone, Meow. Right, that's what Kanna's sister... It's a different message. Thank you, I love you, sister. Now it's Kanna's turn to protect her big sister, because that's how Kanna can atone. This... Please, give that back. Oh boy, I feel like we're gonna be voting for Kanna. It all points to her. Hold on, did you write this, Kanna? But Kanna's big sister is already dead. Could it be the sister in this message is... No way. Her sister in heaven or Sara? Why are those the only two options? I'm gonna say me? Surely not. Is that right, Kanna? Your sister here? Oh, is me. And she's the one who said, I want you to live the most of all. Oh, no, Kanna. Oh. Oh, no. Yes. I know it's strange. But Kanna, to Kanna, you're... And so you want to save Sara this much? Yes. Oh... Hey, Kanna? Was it you who traded away Sara's sacrifice? Oh no. To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the third floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kanna's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sara? That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kanna. Ha, what worthless reasoning. That's all a load of... No, it's all correct. You idiot! Don't say anything! Kanna did the fifth trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. Oh, Kanna! Kanna did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. This just the worst outcome. Oh my god. Ooh, a self-sacrifice. Kanna! So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? Is there gonna be another, like, swerve here, or is this it? This is awful. That's why you're trying to move the votes towards Kanna. Shut up. Since there was no other way for Kanna to survive. Please, wait. Will you listen carefully to what Kanna has to say? Okay, here we go. And So is trying to move the votes over to her. Okay. With the 5th trade, Kanna switched her card and Sara's card. Okay, I guess... Okay, I got all my clout back. Cool. Alright, well, I mean, I feel like this is it now. Let's do it. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart, and she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. Oh, the dripping water in the back is so creepy. This whole time, Kanna had just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sara. She just had a feeling So had sent the sacrifice to Sara. Kanna doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Same girl, same. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sara is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kanna. Also, I didn't have enough tokens. That's another thing. Kanna. She didn't want to let Sara die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. Oh. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sara's sacrifice. Kanna. But... the card she received was a commoner. Oh, god damn it. Another swerve. I was like... somehow I should have expected that. So now we gotta suss all this out. We gotta figure all this out. What? What's going on here, Kanna? Kanna doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sara, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Unthinkable. What is Kanna saying? It's all true. Please believe me. At any rate, we just have to talk about Kanna's statement. I can't believe Bucket Girl, Wolf. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow. Well, maybe Kanna just messed up who she was trading with or something? Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear? Is that possible, I wonder? You can't trust electronics for shit. The tablet eroded and the trade got messed up. Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards. He said that. He literally said that. But then again, can I trust anything So says? I don't know what to believe. Yep, I don't. I can't see through to the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. The truth. Oh boy, alright. This has gotten very complicated right now. Alright, maybe the influence of So's hacking extended to the roll data or something. Some nice evidence would make that a whole lot more convincing. Too bad. Alright, I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but if you're just saying names to the receiver, there could be mistakes. And yet my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kanna's mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed the destination? Something like that. Gashu changed the trade? No, they're not. I don't think they're allowed to interfere, right? Come to think, wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gashu's just before the main game? Oh. Well, I guess the rule is you can't directly involve yourself in someone's death, but if you change the sacrifice, if you change a trade, I feel like that's kind of directly involving yourself into something. Alright, we might have to talk about that, though. So is hardly saying anything. I can't read his thoughts. It ain't unthinkable, right, Sara? Reiko, I feel like that's a little out there. Alright, this might be an absurd opinion, but So was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then? Is that even possible? Because, I mean, there isn't anyone but So who could cause an irregularity, is there? Someone who could cause an irregularity. Okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna contrast that with the thing about Gashu. wife's been betraying us over and over, meow. She's even less trustworthy than the loner wolf. Don't trust Bucket Girl, big sis Sara. Alright, so let's conflict Q-taro's thing with Nao's thing. Alright, here we go. There was a possibility. Something separate from So's hacking. And an irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floormaster Gashu. Eh? Once again, Now is pretty perceptive about that, because I was thinking about the hacking as well that So could have done, but I think we might be wrong on this one. Say what? Remember what Miley said before the main game. Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You've made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all thus far. And now, this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kanna, that's the only explanation. You're saying the coup tampered with the card movement? But for the Floormaster, what would be the merit of doing that? Well, I don't know. There's no merit, or there's some merit. I'll say there's no merit? I'll just say I don't know, because I don't. I don't know. We don't know the Floormaster's goal. To flip that around, if there was some merit, Gashu would have a reason to meddle. We might figure out who he moved the sacrifice to. Quite the off-mark inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gashu, if you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us, because they can't directly lie, I think, about things. I know the Floormaster's code. If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demand a second attempt, 24 hours later. Oh, snap! So I gotta do 2 main games? Oh man, these things are exhausting. I love them. At the same time, it's like, whew. Haha. Ha ha ha. You just know everything, don't you? As to be expected from Miss Sara Chidouin. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. What? You for real? With 24 hours, we can make another shot at escape. Reiko, don't say that out loud, maybe. But are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we've spun. This theory wasn't being directed at Gashu. So, please tell us the truth. Oh. Why is he... What? The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll cards, so... Like, I know this was like the other episode, but I really feel like he did say something directly to Sara about how he could change that. Like, he could change the cards. If we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. The only thing we need to rely on is So telling the truth, and that's not something I put a lot of faith into. Kanna. Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay. Kanna really doesn't have the sacrifice. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. I didn't do any hacking to them. So, that's the truth, Miss Sara. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. That's what I would like too, but you don't make it easy, my dude. Let's work to expose Gashu's transgression. Just what I wanted to hear. This is a turning point in our destiny. A path we could never have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of all of us trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together, we'll expose Gashu's misdeed. Oh, this is different. Gashu had something to gain from tampering with the trade. You think he had the sacrifice go to someone he wanted to kill? Or else, you think there was someone who Gashu didn't want to die? Is there an answer in the clues we have left? There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There is something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. Out of all the evidence we've seen so far, is there anything related to this transgression? Okay, is that a hint I've got to look at my items? Is there something like that? Okay, I'm gonna say there isn't for now, but none of the evidence. That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. No, we haven't. I'm gonna look into it, Kanna. Unless there's some evidence that hasn't come up in discussion, I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. Alright, game. Alright. Okay, so we've gone over the tablet, the victim video, the security footage, the stun gun, the rule book. The rule books I don't think have anything really. So the 4 papers. I think that's the only one that we haven't really used. I don't know if the rule books, they might be able to be used as evidence, but we're talking about like new evidence. So we're gonna go ahead and use... Okay. Maybe what I'll do is, since there's no penalty for it, I'll talk to everybody else first, but I think the game is kind of pointing me towards that. To do that. The person with the sacrifice is real likely to die. That's why Gashu meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'll move the sacrifice to somebody else. Who's them here? That's obvious. The person who'd normally end up having the sacrifice. Kanna. Alright, it's out there, but maybe in reality, Gashu's an ally. Like, he wanted this to be exposed so he could put a stop to the main game. Is that too unthinkable? Alright, the Coot hates one of us in particular. He wanted him to be killed via the sacrifice in the main game, even if it meant tampering. But who in the world would that be? Obviously, it's gotta be the guy who made an escape plan and ruined his honor as a floor master, aka Reiko is going to suspect so again. She and I are spirit animals in that aspect. The hacker man himself, so... Alright, let's do the item one. Let's present that to Kanna and see if that's right. Yeah, alright. How this mixes in, let's see. The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. Oh, shoot, I should have looked at it more. It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, Meow. Though, what use could this have? Why do you have that? And then I want to know what the deal is with the percentages next to each name. Like, what is that? Eh? Oh, Miley. Curse her. Handing internal documents to participants? Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? Haha, what indeed? Ugh, he caught on to the fact I don't know what this means. You did good, Sara. Huh? Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Your son was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? What meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but... There's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about this roster. There are four bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard. Huh, this roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? A roster? It's reminding me of something, Meow. If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look at it together. Alright, yes, let's do that. Let's save first. And his boss is going to be on there, the other policewoman. Alright, let's check it out together, Sara. Alright. Where is she? There she is. Oh, no, that's not her. There she is. Megumi Sashihara. I'm just like, is there anything I can get from this? The percentages, still, I'm like, what is the deal with them? Is it, like, I don't know. Obviously, Sara's got the highest number, but why? I don't know. I'm looking at them, but I'm not quite sure if I'm supposed to be doing anything with these. I don't know. Okay, let's just, we'll talk to everybody else. Who would have made this roster, I wonder? Probably Miley. It's what Gashu's reaction seemed to indicate, too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. Alright, Kuramada, Hayasaka, Kanashi, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? No, now's not the time to get emotional. Joe isn't on this either. Oh my god. What are you trying to... I didn't even notice that he's not on there. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us. Okay, I might have to look back at them then. Look at this. The names are sorted by percentage. How creepy. What sort of statistics are these numbers supposed to represent? These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Might they hold the key to solving this? Oh man, okay. Roster. Oh, I remember, Meow. The bar on the first floor, Woof. There was a list of names on the blackboard, Meow. Now that you mention it, that was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall everyone's name. I memorized it, Meow. Huh? Kendrink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shinsuke, So, Namoichi... oh my gosh, so many names. Namoichi, Mai, Megumi, Reiko, Q-taro, Meow. Kendrink was Anzu, Kanna, Gin, Kugi, Sara, Joe, Nao, Hinaka, Renmaru, Woof. That's amazing, Gin. Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, Meow. By the way, Big Sara, your roster, it's missing the names Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. This is important information. Was I useful, Meow? I'll say you were, but I'm not quite sure how. Okay, let's look it over again. Oh boy. So obviously those names are gonna be... okay. Those names are gonna be on the one that we're missing, the 4 that aren't on here. I'm guessing, is it people who are dead already? No, wait, hold up. Let's hear what his thing was. Kai, So's alive, derp. And now, obviously, okay. Oh boy, I'm a little stuck. I'm not quite sure what the connection is here. Oh, there we go. Let's conflict Gin and Kanna, because Kanna said, I wonder if these are all of them. Oh, okay, that wasn't it. Shoot, alright. Oh, okay, maybe this one? Okay, there we go. So, what did you say? Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing. Meow, Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao aren't listed, so... Huh? That's 5, Woof. Oh. Huh? I guess I rushed and miscounted. Sorry. Hey, do we really need to worry about little mistakes right now? That mistake isn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important. Oh boy. What now? Gashu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster, plus 5 who aren't listed. Doesn't that add up to 21? One too many. What's that mean, Meow? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard, Woof. Well then, let's compare the names on the paper roster with those on the blackboard. The blackboard names were like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. Let me just see if there's one that's missing. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, all 4 names are present. The second sheet, similarly, all 4 names are here. The third sheet, this one too. And the fourth sheet, Shin, with 0%, whatever that means. Huh? Shinsuki, oh my gosh. Shin Tsukimi, that's the only person not on the blackboard, Meow. We derived a 21st person. So who the hell is this? Who is Shin Tsukimi? So an unseen survivor, a participant who died unknown, one among us. Ooh. Maybe a survivor? I gotta say, a 0%. Was 0% like 0% that they even made it through? A survivor who we haven't met yet? No, surely someone who didn't participate in the main game would have been killed. I'll think it over again. I wonder if that's another name for someone? A participant who died unknown? Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? Sorry, an alias? If someone is using an alias. I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us. And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way. Ha. Interesting, if we follow that logic. Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. Say what? Sara, let's work this out. If all the names on the paper roster are real, there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Me. We'll say... someone... Okay, so either... someone not on the blackboard? Is it someone not on the blackboard? Ah, damn it. No, wrong. You tired? I am tired, guys. I'm so tired. Oh, I've been working so much. We'll blame it on that whenever I pick dumb shit. It's one of the people not on the paper roster. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, or Now. Right you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5's names. Oh man, this has been going on for quite a while. Hopefully we can wrap this up, and I feel like we're kind of towards the end, but who knows how many more turns this will take. This is my real name. Professor Mishima always called me Miss Now, remember? I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? Kugi is the name of Kanna's sister. If Big Bro Joe was using a fake name, Big Sis Sara would figure out right away, meow. Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on the email logs, it should be his real one. If you want to check the roster, come tell Mr. Policeman anytime. Alright, let's check it together, Sara. Alright. That doesn't really help me right now. Let's just extract. Alright, it's a real name, of course. I would never forget my precious sister's name. Kai's name was on his laptop. Ain't even a trace of him being called another name. I'm using my real name too. Oh, Keiji's face just changed. I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? Oh, okay. Is there any time to be talking about this name? There was that whole thing with, like, oh, yeah, that's right. There was that guy that we saw, the picture, and he looked kind of like so. Okay, let's... Alright, there we go. Alright, are we gonna get into this mysterious guy? Like, this is the problem when I play this once a week. There's aspects I totally forgot about, like that guy that we saw on the laptop that so freaked out about and then he ran away. What's the matter, Keiji? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Wasn't there the thing, too, that Alice said that he killed a guy named So Hiyori? Lie? Sara, recall the prize exchange. The prize exchange. Huh? Oh my gosh, he wasn't on there. Wait, no, there he is. I'm just like, he is there. He's there. Remember? There were photos, but no names anywhere. I am really tired, you guys. I'm sorry. Oh boy. I gotta stop jumping to conclusions like that. Was that right? I must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Gashu together. We're your allies. Try trusting us so. No. Shin Suku... well, first of all, I'm gonna have to learn to say this name correctly if this is his real name. Shin Tsukimi. So is Shin Tsukimi? I want to trust you all too. But So, he's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out. Oh, crap. Oh, no, not this. Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, boy. Oh. I'm just gonna maybe, instead of trying to hit it all the time, just hit it when it... Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna do it. Okay. So, this is the moment to reveal your true self. My real name is Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster. You know about it, Meow? Yeah. Because that's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial. What did he say? Tell us, what the heck does that thing mean? It's the victory rates for the participants in the death game. There's this weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning. Oh, and his are 0%. Oh, that's gotta be depressing. Dumbass. How would they figure that out? And of course, mine's the highest. They tested it with the AIs. They used the AIs of us to run tests. Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. Oh, and that's probably where he was getting those flashbacks of him, like, the one of him dying. And there was that book written, too, about, like, the high school girl, and then... but then she died. I'm so confused, but I'm guessing, like, when there was that flashback of him, like, shot or whatever, it's because he has a 0% chance of winning. And he was, like, maybe... that was one of the things he saw, one of the test runs. They explained at horrible length to me how accurate this data was. And I saw my own percentage. 0%. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will vote for me and kill me. I don't want that. Hey! Hiya! A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. Gosh. It hurts. Stop. Strength in numbers. Your helpless sheep will be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. So that's why he became so, like, manipulative, I guess, is he's like, it's everybody's against me, so I gotta, like, fight for myself. I threw Shin Tsukimi away. So... Dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. But time has expired, everyone. We're out of time? Sorry. It's nearly time for voting. Hold on a sec. Our discussion. Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster. Did that make any progress? That's... Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Like, I have no... I don't know, like... I don't know who has the sacrifice card. Hey, so, you got any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now. Sara, is there any other evidence that proves his transgression? Evidence of his transgression. I have important information, or is there... Or evidence, or there... I'm gonna say there isn't. I don't know. If that existed, it would be long since presented. Is it hopeless? Maybe there's nothing else we can do. Are you giving up, Sara? I rewrote the blackboard, and also... I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. I told you everything, just like I swore. So please, save me. Win us an extension, please. Oh boy, of course I will, or it's impossible. Ugh, it feels weird having So actually begging me for help. I feel it. So's trust in me. A real bond. Of course I will, So. Sara, this is our last chance. Doesn't matter what, find something connected to this transgression. We'll all think about it and win, Meow. No slacking, Loner. Yeah, I know. Is this gonna be his turnaround? Can we finally trust him? Guys, our discussion's definitely progressing. We unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust the truth of this transgression. Lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully.